So when this pitch is up, you need to stay flat to it, and you do. So notice that you hit here and you rotate and you stay there. If we go back to the swing before, this pitch is more down, and notice how your front leg is bent. Okay, so this is a pitch. So where you're vertical here, okay, the idea is to stay vertical as late as possible in case the ball is down. Okay, so right here you're set up super flat. If you stay vertical a little bit longer, AJ, and understand this is not easy, but I want you to understand what's happening. If you stay vertical longer, you're going to be able to take a steeper path to a ball that's more down. Okay, so notice how your attack is quite flat. Now, if you just firm up that left leg, you might be able to be flat on this. But my point is that's what we talked about tonight. We have a front leg that's super bent on a pitch that's a little bit more down. We don't see that front leg bent on a pitch that's up. You firm up very well for this. Okay, so you can think of it one of two ways. Maybe you needed to take a steeper path here, or maybe you just need to understand that front leg should firm up regardless. The only time our front leg should be bent is if we get fooled on an off-speed pitch. But understand this, that's an elite movement that you don't need to worry about right now. We only need to worry about fastballs, learn how to hit fastballs, and we can learn when we're older and have a little bit better understanding of our swing, of how we can adjust to off-speed pitches. You're not going to see good off-speed pitches in 5th grade. That's just the reality. So more often than not, you're going to need to just hit fastballs. So anyway, I just noticed that in those two swings. Okay, pitch is up, stayed flat, front leg's a little bent, so maybe that's something in general we need to focus on. A lot of that's our hip turn, so I never have to think about my front leg being straight. I just turn my hips really fast, and that often will firm up my front leg. Again, this attack, this is a very good launch position. The fact that your right elbow comes in front of your hips is a little bit of what I'm talking about, of making sure we turn our hips. So our upper half is a little bit early, but again, we see that front leg slightly bent. So piece by piece, you're going to start feeling these things as it happens, and don't mistake me. This doesn't need to happen in a day. This is a learning process. So by the time you're an 8th, 9th, 10th grader, hopefully you have a better grasp of how you move. And trust me, you move very well. Most kids don't get into as good of a launch position as you do right here. That front arm stretched, hips have already started turning. This is a fantastic position to swing from. Many kids struggle getting here. If you ever hear Gene say, be athletic in the batter's box, you are being extremely athletic to put yourself in these positions. Okay, again, we see that front leg bent. Approach to the ball is very good. Just see that barrel kind of swing down a little bit at the end. That probably had as much to do with your front leg as anything. So that front leg helps us speed our barrel up through the baseball. And if you would, you might not have seen that barrel go down. Okay, I continue to throw you up, so these flat angles to the ball are very good. Again, we see a bent front leg at contact, and then it firms up after the fact. So now you know, something that you can start looking for. So hopefully that's helpful to see, buddy. You're working hard. I love it. Keep it up.